Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Jaya Gandharvika Giridhare Gandharvika Giridhare Gaura Hare. Jaya Gandharvika Giridhare Gandharvika Giridhare Gaura Hare. Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Anantadhe. Jaya Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita. Jaya Tulsi Maharani, Jaya Tulsi Maharani, Tulsi Maharani, Jaya Vrinde Devi. Jaya Pancha Tattva, Jaya Pancha Tattva, Pancha Tattva, Jaya Pancha Tattva. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Nithai Gaura Haribol, 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 Nithai Gaura Haribol. Gandharvika Giridhari Sriman Mahaprabhu ki, Lakshmi Narasimha Devananta Dev ki, Nithai Gaur Premanande. All glories to the assembled. Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Canto 1, Chapter 13, Text 57. Sa va Adyatanandarajan, Sa va Adyatanandarajan, Parataha Panchamihani, Parataha Panchamihani Kalevaram Asyati Swam Kalevaram Asyati Swam Tatcha Basmi Bhavishyati Tatcha Basmi Bhavishyati Sava Adyanta Rajan Parataha Panchamihani Kalevaram Asyati Swam Tatcha Basmi Bhavishyati. Hare Krishna. Sava Kalevaram Asyati Swam Tatcha Basmi Bhavishyati. Adyatanandrajan Paratara Panchamihani Kalevaram Asyati Swam Tatcha Basmi Bhavishyati. Sadananda Parataha Panchamihani Kalevaram Asyati Swam Tatcha Basmi Bhavishyati. Sava Adyata Anantarajan Parataha Panchamihani Kalevaram Asyati Swam Tatcha Basmi Bhavishyati. Sava Adyatana Rajan Parataha Panchami Ani Kalevaram Asyati Swam Tatcha Basmi Bhavishyati. Sava Adyatanan Rajan Parataha Panchami Hari Kalevaram Ashyati Swam Tatcha Basmi Bhavishyati. Sava Adyatanan Rajan Paratapa Hanchami Hani Kalevaram Asyati Swam Tatcha Basmi Bhavishyati. Sava Adyatanan Rajan Parataha Panchami Hani Kalevaram Ashyati Swam Tatcha Basmi Bhavishyati. Sava Adhyatanadrajan Karataha Panchami Hani Kalevaram Hasyati Swaham Pancha Basmi Bhavishyati. Sa he va in all probability Adya today Tanat from Rajan O king Parataha ahead Panchami on the fifth Ahani day Kalevaram body Ashyati shall quit Swam his own Tat that Cha also Basmi, ashes, Bhavishyati, will run into. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. O King, he will quit his body most probably on the 5th day from today, and his body will turn to ashes. Purport. Narada Muni's prophecy prohibited Yudhishthira Maharaja from going to the place where his uncle was staying, because even after quitting the body by his own mystic power, Dhritarashtra would not be in need of any funeral ceremony. Narada Muni indicated that his body by itself would burn to ashes. The perfection of the yoga system is attained by such mystic power. The yogi is able to quit his body by his own choice of time and can attain any planet he desires by turning the present body into ashes by self-made fire. Namahom Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshatarini Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktaramda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo. Hare Krishna. ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಕನ್ನಡನ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ it's so nice to see all of you on a Sunday morning assembled here to understand what is life is all about. It's very, very difficult to get this knowledge anywhere. Correct. We just saw today's Bhakti Vinod Thakur, in his song beautifully he says, how many of you, we have to attentively listen to our acharyas sayings. Very important. He said it is impossible to get Krishna prema. It is impossible. Okay, but somewhere sitting in some corner of the world, in Medahalli, we have got the Krishna prema. It's only because of the mercy of devotees. It's the mercy of devotees. And how does the mercy flow into all of us? It flows into all of us in the song. Bhakti Vinod Thakur says very clearly, it is because of the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, because of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it flows down. All of you are aware of our parampara, is it not? It's our parampara is Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. So only in Madhya Gaudiya Sampradaya, it's the highest. Only when you experience, you will know. Once Prabhupada was giving a lecture, there were a lot of exalted rishis and munis were standing there in that forum, and they were all discussing. At the time, Prabhupada asked those exalted what do you call them, panditas, who had come from different sampradayas and all that. He asked, who is the supreme personality of Godhead? Who is the supreme of all the God? And all of them were very learned people. They have learned all the Vedas. They know Upanishad. They know Purana. They know everything. But they said to Prabhupada, you are asking a very, very complicated question, because the entire, not only this planet, everywhere they fight to understand who is the supreme. Who is the supreme? Nobody knows. Everybody fights. You're asking such a very complicated question. Then Prabhupada on the table, he had a box of laddu. He kept his hand on top of that laddu box. And the kids will be playing around. There was a Gurukul and all the kids were playing around. As soon as he kept the hand on the laddu, what happens? They'll all see, oh, Prabhupada is going to give us laddu. Then he called one child, maybe 4 years, 5 years. He asked the child, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead? The child saw Prabhupada. If I give the right answer, I'll get a laddu. He was very happy. He became, and he knows the answer. He became very happy. His face is very bright. He said, Prabhupada, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He gave the laddu to the baby. And then he asked one more question to that baby. Okay, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Krishna. Who is Krishna? He asked the opposite. Who is Krishna? Again, his hand is on the laddu. The child thought, oh, one more laddu I'm going to get. Because I know the answer. The answer is, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The child absolutely had no confusion at all. On all the learned men, they had so much of confusion. So this knowledge is not an ordinary knowledge. This knowledge is the supreme knowledge, which is not available very easily. It's not available very easily. It's available only through the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and through our Acharya Parampara. So that is what we understand. That is why we are all sitting here. So each soul who is sitting here, who understands that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is complete in himself. He is nothing else to learn. Because people stand and one leg and meditate for thousands of years. Hiranyakashipu did for 10,000 years, and still he did not know who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We are so fortunate. We don't know how fortunate we are. That's the unlucky we are all. We are unlucky because we got it very easily. Is it not? When we get anything very easily, we take it for granted. So that is what happens. So in this song, I think I prepared something else, and the song was so beautiful. Yeah, so beautiful. Acharyas, they write not from their mind. They write from their experience. They've experienced the only soul, Uttama soul, the greatest Mahatma is the person who surrenders to Krishna. The greatest, because even the greatest of the greatest cannot understand Krishna. He says in the Bhagavad Gita, even the greatest of the greatest cannot understand Krishna. Sometimes Krishna himself doesn't understand his nature. He's so great. Yeah. Because once you're standing in front of him in this palace, the palace, this marbles will be like a mirror. So he saw himself. And he became so enchanted by the beauty of himself, he got stuck. He was so mesmerized. He said, oh, who is this person who is so beautiful? So he is so beautiful, he himself. He is that Parasara Muni has given us the description of Bhagavan. Yeah. He is all renounced. He himself doesn't care about himself. Yeah. The entire manifestation, unmanifest and manifest, everything is Krishna's, but he never thinks anything of himself. Yeah. So anybody who surrenders to that supreme is the most Uttama. The most Uttama. And another point there Bhakti Vinod Thakur makes. Yeah. Who maintains all of us? Yaramma? Who maintains you? In yaar nodkoltare? Parents. Okay. Yeah. So there Bhakti Vinod Thakur says, it is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, who maintains everybody. Everybody is maintained by whom? Krishna. So we need to teach this. That is what is the beauty. Because all of us are what? We are all scared, is it not? We are all scared that what will happen next moment? Who will take care of me? Come on, you study. You study for IIT. You study for NEET. You study for this. You study for that. For what? Because nobody else takes care of me. It is I who take care of myself. I am the one who has to take care of the family. It's absolutely Maya. Nobody takes care of anybody. Everyone is taken care by Krishna. Everybody. So that's the highest understanding. To live, what is the most important thing that you require? Huh? Pardon? Oxygen. Oxygen. Nimma ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದಾರಾ? You said you are taken care by your parents. Huh? Who gives oxygen? If oxygen is not there for 20 seconds, 50% of the people on this planet, ಎಷ್ಟು ತುಂಬಾ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, just for 20 seconds. Count 20, 50% of the people are gone. Is there any, we find power cut. If there is a oxygen cut, just imagine what will happen. If there is a water cut, what will happen? Who gives water? Corporation. BWSSB. That is what is our knowledge. Our knowledge is academic. Nobody understands the real knowledge. Real knowledge is what Bhakti Vinod Thakur said, that everything is maintained by Krishna. And humans, what are humans? We think that because we have little bit extra knowledge, I am superior. If you look at, everything else is superior than humans. We think that we can eat better, but elephant eats better than us. Correct? Yeah. We think that we can produce children better. Mosquito produces more children. They are more advanced in that. Okay. We can protect ourselves, we think. Yeah. No, if you look at very carefully, others are much better than us. So in what is that we are superior? We are now superior only. We are advancing in our ignorance. Yeah. Because we have kept aside the most confidential knowledge, the king of knowledge, Bhagavad Gita, in a corner. Yeah. So we need to open that. We need to see who is the maintainer. Does elephant has got a bank of elephant? How is that? It eats tons. We eat how much? I will eat some 200 grams. See, hotel management. He talks about grams. Huh? I'll eat three idli and one vada. Huh? Correct. But for that, I am working 25, 30 years. What is that? If I calculate how much I might require in my life, few lakhs. But how much I am trying to hold in my life? There is no limit. Is anybody can give a limit? Nobody can. That is what is called Maya. That is what is called modern education. We unnecessarily struggle ourselves put others also into trouble, okay, to amaze wealth. Okay, that is what we are going to see in this chapter. This chapter is an amazing chapter. Okay, we have not yet started Bhagavatam. I'm sorry, I got carried away by the beautiful, the verses of Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Should be thankful to Venudari Prabhu for a beautiful verse. So that is why we have to be in the association of devotees. Yeah, every time they keep hitting the head. What you are thinking is wrong. What you are doing is wrong. Everything is Krishna. So the moment we get 10,000 rupees in our pocket, just become like this. Become 1 lakh is there, like this. If it is 10 lakhs, I will not see the ground at all. I'll be walking like this only. So you need always the association that keeps us grounded on the ground. It keeps reminding who you are, what you are. Yeah, everything, we are all maintained by whom? Krishna. That is what happened in this chapter. This chapter is a beautiful chapter, chapter 13. If you just read chapter 13, you'll understand the entire Krishna consciousness. It's about Dhritarashtra. Yeah. What did Dhritarashtra do? He reminds us, all of us, Alva. Dhritarashtra thought that he can hold on to the power. He can hold on to the power, and by any kind manipulation, yeah, did it happen? He could not. He thought that he is the maintainer. If he is the king, he can maintain himself. And he thought that if he is the king, he can give the kingdom to his children. That is what we all do, no? Each one of us create building after building, acre after acre land, so that we think next generation can be. That is what most of the rich people did. Correct? Most of the rich people. There is in the central part of Bangalore, there is a road named after a rich industrialist. He made a lot of money. Let us not take the names. It is an insult to people. Yeah, he made a lot of money. His son was one of the richest man. He was known in the world for living a lifestyle, luxurious lifestyle. He took bank loan and he ran away from India. And everybody is after him. Okay. He was in London. And one ordinary citizen of Indian, when he saw him, he literally took his slipper and hit him on the road. Took away our crores of rupees, and you are running away and you are here. That is all people's money, hard-earned money of this ordinary people who have put that money in the bank. Okay. So his father, what did he think when he amazed so much of wealth for him? That my son is going to be good. My son is not going to be suffering. My son is going to be happy. But what happened? He's one of the richest man. But that money did not save him. That money did not give him culture. That money did not give him, how we need to live happily. The only thing that gives happiness is knowing who you are, who we are, and what we need to do. That is what here Dhritarashtra did not know who he is, what he is, how he needs to bring up his children. We are also doing the same thing. If we are not in Krishna consciousness, we are also bringing up our children like Duryodhana, like Dushyasa. That is what is happening now. Every day, If you read newspaper, if you switch on TV, you will only hear about Duryodhana in Delhi, Duryodhana in Mysore. Names are different, but acts are same. Activities are same. At the end, not only they themselves get destroyed, they take everybody along with them when they are getting destroyed. Just imagine if one Duryodhana in a life, he will take away the entire clan, entire parampara, everybody will get drowned in that water. So it is very important, whatever the wealth you have created, whatever the name you have created, everything will just go away in a fraction because of one Duryodhana. So therefore it is important in our life, not that we give them the education that make them feel them that they are wealthy. It's very, very important that we give values. And those values come from where? It comes from our scriptures. Okay, we are not here. We are absolutely not here to eat, sleep, mating, and protecting. It's all maintained by the Lord. So then why am I here? Then why am I here? To please Krishna. Mataji has understood the secret of all the secrets. Why should I please Krishna? What is the necessity of pleasing Krishna? Ah, very nice. It is not that he is supreme. It's not that supreme. No father, even if he is the Supreme Court judge, even if he is the president of the entire world, okay, when he comes home, he will not behave like that. How does he behave? Huh? He'll have just dhoti at home. He'll sit in a banyan. When a child runs and comes and sits on top of his lap, okay, the grandchild will come, run and sit on the chair, and it will give a slap to the Supreme Court judge. As soon as he enters the Supreme Court, everybody stands up. Correct? But the same father, when he comes home, he does kudre ata. Eshana gotto. Naal kaalali ನಾವು ನಡಿಬೇಕು, ಅದು ಮಗು ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? He is a Supreme Court judge. He is the president. But when he comes home, he is not. So we are all who? We are all children of Krishna. So for us, we may consider him as supreme, for he never considers himself as supreme. He considers all of us as children. Is it not? So he'll be very happy. When he is happy, we are happy. Very simple. Because we are part and parcel of Krishna. Correct. Just imagine if this ant thinks, I am the superior. I am the superior. This ant has got a value as long as it is connected to this body. The moment it is not connected to this body, it has got any value. There's no value. So our happiness is zero. Everything is zero if you don't add one, which is Krishna. So we are all living with our severed limbs. So it is not going to be happy and it is not going to be useful unless and until we get connected with Krishna. That is what here in this chapter, Dhritarashtra is living. The war is over. Dhritarashtra is living with whom? With Yudhishthira. He is taking care of Yudhishthira, Gandhari, because they are very exalted personalities. Okay? He is taking care. And At that time, Vidura comes. Who is Vidura? Vidura is the brother of Yudhishthira, Dhritarashtra. So he comes. He comes and says, what life are you leading? You're thinking that you're sitting in a palace and people are serving you. You're living happily, but you're living a life of a coward dog. Somebody said. I think they have read the chapter attentively. He said, you are living a life of a dog. Who is saying? Vidura. Vidura is a great personality. Bhagavatam, you will say. Okay. And he knows all that. He says, you are living a life of a dog. And his son, Dhritarashtra, is taking care of him like a Chakravarti. Even though Dhritarashtra is the Chakravarti, but Yudhishthira is the Chakravarti, but he never thought. But he was taking care of his uncle like a Chakravarti. When he goes in front of his uncle, he prostrates, he surrenders. He says, you are the Chakravarti, I am not. So, who is the Chakravarti there? Dhritarashtra. But Yudhishthira is the Chakravarti, but he is taking care of his uncle like a Chakravarti. But Vidura is saying to him, you are living a life of a dog. In our case also it is like, oh, my son is taking care of me like this. My daughter is taking care like a queen. But the fact is that we are living like a dog. Whatever they eat, the remnants of Bhima. You tried to kill Bhima. You tried to kill Pandavas. Today, what are they doing? They are giving food and you are eating. Okay, that is not the purpose of this life. My dear elder brother, Dhritarashtra, come out of this life. Understand who you are. You are in fear that you have become old. Who will take care of me? You are in fear because of ignorance. Because nobody takes care of anybody. It is the Supreme Lord who takes care of you. So leave this place. Leave this attachment of the palace and this bhoga, the pleasures. Come out of it and understand who you are and go and serve the Lord. Remember him. You have become old. He even says, your kidney is not working, your liver is not working. You are already blind. Now you are not able to hear also because you have become old. At least now you realize that you have been taken care by the Lord. You need to surrender to him. Leave this place. Go out. And he explains and he says, leave this place. Come with me. This is the right time to surrender to Krishna. And he leaves. Immediately he gets that enlightenment. When do we get enlightenment? When we are in the association of the devotees. So he gets enlightenment and he goes out of the house, palace, and he does yoga. Yoga means uniting Atma with Paramatma. It's called yoga. Nowadays people do yoga. My back pain, I got a cold, I get a migraine, my knees are paining. Yoga is not for taking care of this body. Yoga is to take care of the Atma. So he goes and does yoga. Who? Dhritarashtra. When he does yoga and he eats it's a process. Okay, it's a big process. If you read Bhagavad Gita, Ashtanga Yoga, Krishna explains how the mind should be, how the body should be, what is that you need to eat, how is that you need to practice, yeah? What is that you need to see, what is that you need to eat, how is that you need to sit, where you need to sit, how you need to sit. The moment he says all these things, Arjuna, the most powerful warrior who even defeated Shiva and took Gandiva, tells Krishna, what you are saying, it is impossible for me. I can even control the air. But you are asking me to control my mind, which is impossible for me. So this yoga and all I can't do. So if you look at Bhagavad Gita, finally Krishna tells, he gives the easiest yoga. That is the most easiest bhakti yoga, which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come and given us. In other yogas, you should not eat. In Bhakti Yoga, you can eat till here. So simple yoga. Eat, eat, eat. But you eat only, you eat maximum. In other yoga, they say you should stand like a still. It is given. The lamp, where there is no air, no, where lamp will be glowing. It will be just like a standing like a stick. That is how your mind should be ekagra. Just thinking of the Lord, nothing else. Is it possible? Alarm nodita ide. Illi ondu olle palav smell barta irtade. It's very difficult. Yes. So here what Prabhupada is given, Mahaprabhu is given. Dance, jump, dance, dance, eat, dance. And you will go back easily to Krishna. You are already with Krishna. Because in this process, if you see, nobody does with what is that called? Dukkvagara uta martiva. No, we eat with very happily. Prashadam. We dance happily. So happiness is given, we get so easily. Even if you go and see a person who is eating in a 7-star hotel, his face will be very dim, dull. He'll have some 30 crores, 40 crores item, but still his face will be dull. He's not happy. He'll pay some 10,000 rupees, but he's still not happy. But here, you get khichdi, you become very happy. Prabhu, can you give me recipe? It is so nice. I can't make at home. You can never make at home. Because the taste is not recipe. It is not in the recipe. It is there in Krishna. He tastes and then he gives it. Mothers know very well. They mix well. Okay, they'll put some rasam, rice, mix it, and they give it to the kid. Do they give it like that? No, never. Observe them. They'll eat first. Now it is right to give it to my child. Otherwise, he'll get very spicy. He will cry. His stomach will become upset. So he knows. So whatever nonsense we have cooked, we give it to Krishna. And then Krishna tastes, oh, my child requires bhakti. He requires anxiety-free life. He is going through this. So he gives one medicine for all disease. When we go to doctor, we don't get like that, no? Nowadays they write, earlier they used to write only 2 medicine. They increased it to 4. When the medical representative came, they increased it to 6. When the chemist came, they increased it to 8. Now they write 8 medicines for one disease. But Krishna gives for all disease one medicine. What is that? Prashada. Eat this, you'll be happy. Okay. You eat this, all your disease will vanish. So Krishna takes care of his devotees so nicely. So we need to have special eyes. We need to see very carefully. That's all. Very carefully. Okay, who is taking care of us? Krishna. Who is giving the air? Krishna. Who is giving the vegetables? Krishna. Who is given the mud? Krishna. Who is given the seed of the vegetable? Krishna. Everything is given Krishna. And we remember everybody else apart from Krishna. Okay, that is the most ignorance. Yeah? Therefore, here the same thing. Dhritarashtra is saying, please come. And he does yoga. He does yoga, and after that, when Dhritarashtra leaves the palace, Yudhishthira becomes very upset because he is very attached. So when he is attached, he searches everywhere. That is when Narada Muni comes in there to the palace. Then Narada Muni says, then he surrenders to Narada Muni. Yudhishthira asks, where is my uncle? Where is my father? I miss him. Where is my mother? I miss Gandhari. She took care of us so nicely. Says, don't worry. They are not going to come back. He's gone to go back to Krishna. He's doing yoga. Then I need to do his Antima Samskara. No, if he dies, he's even doing yoga without yoga means those days they know they are not going to, over a period of time, they are not going to eat. After that, they are going to eat little bit of drink little bit of water. After that, they'll stop that also. That is the kind of intense relationship they develop between Atma and Paramatma. And that is when they leave. When they leave, the body will be there. Oh, I need to do Antima Samskara to my father's body. Narada Muni says, that is what he says. Probably from today, from 5th day, Panchami day, Dhritarashtra will leave his body. And don't worry, you don't need to do Antima Samskara also. Because the yoga system is so perfect that it will take care of the body. In the sense, it will burn by itself. The yogis, they don't need a son, daughter to do Antima Samskara. It is all for the materialistic people. The moment you become a yogi, you surrender to Krishna, the yoga will take care of the body also. See how beautifully Krishna is created. Because he is Sampurna. He has created us. We are also Sampurna. We don't require any assistant, any help. We just need Krishna. And he is also there. He is also there sitting within us as Paramatma. That is also is complete. We just need to realize that's all. I am Atma. I need to be connected with Paramatma. That's all. That is what Vidura did to Dhritarashtra. So he does yoga system. On the 5th day, Narada Muni is saying, he is a Trikala Jnani. He says, 5th day is going to leave. Panchami day is going to leave the body. And don't worry about his Antima Samskara. He is doing a yoga. And the yoga itself will burn that body. And he will go back to Krishna. So that is the yoga. And this yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This Bhakti Yoga is given by none other than Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna has come as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he himself is given this, which is impossible because it's given by Krishna in the mood of Radharani. Correct? When mother feeds, she feeds till the child vomits. So Krishna is come as Radharani mood. Is come in the mood of mother. Okay. First time father behaving like a mother. Nobody behaves, no? It's impossible. Because mother quality is different, father quality is different. And here, father has come as a mother, ready to give everything. Oh, take. Your father is come late. You take. Go. So that is what Mahaprabhu is doing. Take, Krishna Prema, take. Which is impossible. Even demigods, they don't get. Even rishis don't get. Even We saw, no? The Panditas, they don't get. But here a small kid knows Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I need to serve him. My life is perfect. So that is what we got. So please catch hold of this. Catch hold of this. Like the precious stone. That British took away, no? That stone. What is that? Koinur. Even if they come and give it to us, hundreds of them, just put that in the dustbin, because that is not going to help us. Our children, our relatives, nothing is going to help us. Our wealth, nothing. Dhritarashtra, who took care of him? Nobody. Krishna took care of even the body. Here, Prabhupada is saying, I'll take care of you. Just chant 16 rounds. Follow 4 regulative principles. Eat prasadam. Be happy. I will take care of you, he says. So let us grab this opportunity and live happily by chanting every day, every moment, every breath. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare. I thank all of you for giving me an opportunity to speak about Acharyas and Prabhupada and Krishna, and particularly His Grace Venudari Prabhu and his good wife for serving this. It's a wonderful seva that they are doing, and I thank them. My Sashtanga Namaskaram to both of them and to all of you. Hare Krishna. ಏನಾದರೂ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳಿದೆ? ಎನಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್, ಎನಿ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಏನಾದರೂ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು. మతజీ చెప్పండి. నేను తెలుగులో అర్థమవుతుంది, కన్నడలో చెప్తాను, లేకపోతే ఇంగ్లీష్ లో. ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅವರು? Very beautiful question. Mataji is very sensitive. She wants to know why Dhritarashtra did not change when he heard Bhagavad Gita, but when Vidura said, he heard. Okay. The mercy will not come through Krishna, because he is the father of everybody. He is equal to everybody. So he does not favor somebody and unfavorable to somebody. Not. Opportunity is given to everybody equally. But how do we make use of it is what is our ability. So here the mercy came to Dhritarashtra through Vidura. So you need a medium for transmission. That medium of transmission is always the Vaishnavas. Okay, it's available, it's ready to receive, but who is going to connect? Who is going to connect? It's always the Vaishnavas. That is why Vaishnavas are given the topmost priority, then the Krishna. Okay, that is why we don't serve Krishna, we serve the Vaishnavas, because we don't know. We learn from Vaishnavas, then we try to serve Krishna. See, because it's very difficult. Therefore Krishna Whatever he said, he says, but whatever can be understood is only by Vaishnavas. That is why you shall always, importance is given to Vaishnava, 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 whatever you are. Even if you are a Uttama Adhikari, you will have to be in the association of Vaishnavas, because Vaishnavas will keep giving you the what required in life at that moment. Yesterday, Gauranga Prabhu was there in our temple, Narasimha Giridhari temple. He was saying this particular, even if an Uttama Adhikari, even if the IS, he also needs a guidance. Okay. So, most of the characters in Mahabharata, Bhagavatam are all exalted devotees of Krishna. They are accomplices of Krishna. Understood? They are not ordinary. Namacharya Haridas Thakur is Brahma. He comes in to assist Mahaprabhu in this Leela, Chaitanya Leela. In Mahabharata, Yamadharmaraya is Vidura. So all these people, they come to show us what we need to do when we are like Yudhishthira. What I need to do when I am like Duryodhana. What I need to do when I am Dushyasana. What I need to do as a who is that? Who gives chipped rice? Sudama. What I need to do when I'm hungry, poor Brahmana. What I need to do when I am a Shakuni. So these are all the people who come to assist Krishna in his Leela. So what we need to understand is, we need to take the lesson. We need to take the lessons rather than trying to understand their character. Okay. So here Yudhishthira teaches us that the knowledge can come from anybody, and it is coming from Yudhishthira. The same thing Krishna says, Krishna personally says to Duryodhana, Krishna personally says to Dhritarashtra, what you are doing is wrong. Bhishma says, what you are doing is wrong. You have to give half. That is what is right. Then they grab, but it did not get into his mind. But when Vidura said, it went in. So you need always Vaishnavas to constantly constant guiding. And also, very, very important is that you need sufferings in life. When Dhritarashtra was sitting as a king, Chakravarti, it is not the Chakravarti of this globe. Please understand. It is not this Bhumi. In Bhagavatam, if you read, this is the Bhumandala. It will take, it's a seminar of 8 hours. We cannot discuss here. Okay. This is not even 7% of the actual earth. Number globe idiyalla, eshto continents? 7 continents is not even 7% of actual earth. Earth is a Bhumandala. Within that Bhumandala, there are 7 islands. Within that island, we are in the Jambu Dvipa. In that Jambu Dvipa, there are 7 islands. In that 7 islands, there is one more island. In the 7th island, 7th part is this. So, Dhritarashtra was the Chakravarti of the entire Bhumandala. In that Bhumandala, in this Bhumandala itself, there are places as good as heaven. Bhulokadalale heaven ide. Okay, you need to read creation, then you'll understand. Okay, so he was the king of that Bhumandala, Chakravarti. So to him, if you say, please get down, I am making somebody else, will he listen? He will not listen. So he need to go through difficulties. When he went through difficulties, same Vidura is told earlier, same Krishna is told, his wife is also told, Bhishma is told. But when he went through the difficulties of having lost the kingdom, having lost his children, then, so for realization, what is important? Difficulty or happiness? Now you know why Krishna gives sufferings. Why he gives sufferings? He is telling you, learn something. He is giving you, learn something. So when there is a difficulty, we need to see there is a learning for me. What is that learning? What is that learning? The moment you learn, that difficulty will vanish. Otherwise, the difficulty will keep coming. Please understand, Krishna says this material world is Dukkhalaya. By design itself, this world is Dukkhalaya. By design, this place is to be unhappy. Please understand very carefully. By design, this place is to be unhappy. What are we searching? Huh? Happiness. But what is the design? Huh? To understand what I'm saying, very difficult to understand. I'll give you an example. In Bhojanalaya, what do you get? Huh? In Granthalaya, what do you get? Huh? In Dukkhalaya, what do you get? If you go to Granthalaya, ask him, idli and vade, librarian, what he'll do? If you go to Granthalaya, ask idli vada, he can't give. If you go to Bhojanalaya and ask him, give me 7 habits of, who wrote that? Stephen Covey. Give me 7 habits of highly effective people book in a Bhojanalaya to the server. What can he give? What are we asking in Dukkhalaya? Huh? Will you get? Where is the happiness? There is a place that is called spiritual world. Adhyatmika Prapanchadalli, it is there. You are asking in material world, which is available in spiritual world. How will you get? Please understand. That's what Krishna is saying. That is what Vidura is saying. You are in a wrong place. Go to the right place. You want happiness? Go there. You want dukkha? You be here. Who likes to be unhappy? Nobody likes. Then where you need to be? That is what our acharyas are coming and saying again and again and again and again and again and again. Everywhere, every acharya, every nook and corner, they live their happiness. They are with whom? Prabhupada is supposed to be, is with whom? He's with Krishna. He's a Manjari. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He's supposed to be with, he's with Krishna, with the Goloka. He's with Krishna. So they leave all that and they come here, go through so much of struggle. They carry this body. This body, the moment whoever it is, the moment they get this body, they need to suffer. They get that body. They also suffer for us. And they teach us, don't be here, don't be here, don't be here, go there, go there. We teach, no. Don't be here, don't be here, go to US, go to US, go to US. Huh? Go to Canada, go to Germany, don't be in India. Acharyas come and say, don't be here, don't be here, don't be here, go there. That is why I say study in IIT, study JEE, go to IIT, go to America. What Acharya says? Chant Hare Krishna, eat prasadam, go to Goloka. This is temporary. What we get in this material world is temporary. Dukkhalaya and Ashashvata. What is the use of having a job that is temporary? Correct. Somebody, I start from home, and if somebody says, I'll drop you in Kerpuram, and another person comes and says, I'll drop you in Medahalli, where should I go? Which one should I take? Because my destination is Medahalli. If I take the other guy who's going to drop me in middle way in Kerpuram, am I intelligent or am I a fool? Fool. So we need to see what is permanent for me. Correct. But what are we doing? We are after temporary. As I just now told you, you create empire and give it to somebody, and that somebody is not going to use it properly because he has no intelligence to use it properly, and he is going to make his life more difficult for himself and others. So we need to be intelligent. Correct. When a child comes and asks, you are cutting vegetable, give me also that knife, will you give? But what are we doing? Creating so much of wealth and giving it so that he can spoil himself and spoil others also. So we need to be careful. So what is that we need to give him? I'm not saying scripture or Acharya don't say that you don't create wealth. Please create a devotee also so that he knows how to use that money in the service of Krishna, in the service of devotees, in his own purpose. So it should be a balanced life. That is what Bhakti Vinod Thakur says. The most unfortunate person is the one who does not surrender to Krishna. It's the most unfortunate. He may be taking control of the entire Ukraine. But if he has no knowledge of Krishna, he is not doing service of Krishna, he is the most unfortunate person. He is a useless. He is a useless. The most useful person is the one who knows Krishna, who knows the connection, relation between him, Sambandha. Krishna consciousness teaches 3. Sambandha Jnana, Abhideya, Prayojana. These 3 things we learn. What is my relationship with Krishna? And how do I relate myself? What is the process? And what do I get that from that? That is what you need when the mind is matured or when the mind is receptive, ready to accept. So when you want to, when will you bend the iron? When it is hot. Make it very hot and then give one small. This make a small hammer and and the iron will bend. That is why this place is designed to be difficulty, because you will listen. That is what Dhritarashtra accepted instructions of Vidura when he understood whatever he has done in his life is a mistake. It is not going as per his plan. It is not going as per his plan. Nothing can go as per our plan. Nothing can go as per our plan. Whoever you are, whatever you are. Because we are in the wrong direction. When we are in the wrong direction, Nobody wants it to go in the wrong direction. Why things are not happening? Because you're going in the wrong direction. Therefore, this is designed to be unhappy. Correct? No. Will you allow your children to suffer? Well, don't go there. They are constructing. Anytime, brick might fall. Don't go. That is what is doing. Krishna is doing. He's not allowing us to be happy here, because this is a dangerous place. He's giving you trouble so that you can understand. You can go back to Krishna. You can go to safety. ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ. Okay. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So we thank Sadananda for taking his valuable time coming here and giving his valuable association. So we would request to go to quite often come here. Pray for Guruji and his family. So their families that are dedicated devotees. So like women Lorandom. So let us all pray for Prabhu. Hare Krishna.